What's up guys, it's your casual gamer, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some video game documentaries that you guys need to be checking out in 2021. And I'm also going to tell you where you can watch them. Let's get into it. The first documentary we're looking at is The Bits of Yesterday. In this documentary on the niche culture of retro video game collectors, they follow gaming enthusiasts and fans as they relive their childhood memories. Now I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't like this documentary that much. The pace is slow and it's filled with a bunch of pointless interviews. That's why I'm showing this one first, to get it out the way. Make sure you check out all the other documentaries, then come back to this one. And when you do, it will be available on Prime Video. Now we have Atari Game Over. In this documentary, the filmmakers go to a landfill site in New Mexico where many ET game cartridges were buried. They prepared for a dig for several months and was finally carried out on April 26, 2014. Although the digging had only been planned to go as deep as 18 feet, it actually went 30 feet. Around 1,300 of the 700,000 games buried were dug up. The dig only lasted for 3 hours because the local authority only allowed the dig to last for 1 day. This is a different type of video game documentary. You should definitely check it out. It's different, if nothing else. This documentary is available on Prime Video. Next up, The Power Glove. This documentary is about the first video game controller that allows players to operate Nintendo games with hand gestures. In my opinion, this thing was way ahead of its time. There was a lot of hype surrounding this release, but the product honestly was a failure, disappointing thousands of children with sucky gameplay. Nearly 3 decades later, however, dedicated fans continue to repurpose the Power Glove for art pieces, hacking projects, electric music, and more. This is the story behind the world's most notorious video game controller, and this documentary is also available on Prime Video. Indie Game the Movie. This documentary is about the lives of 3 separate independent video game design companies who are all in the process of getting their game into the market. You will see the struggle of independent game developers Edmond and Tommy during the development of Super Meat Boy, Phil Fish during the development of Fez, and Jonathan Blow, who reflects on the success of Braid. This documentary really shot and captured all the stressful moments, and it will make you rethink how you feel about small game developers. This documentary is available on Prime Video. Now we have Video Game the Movie. In this documentary, you learn how video games are made, marketed, and consumed by looking back at gaming history and culture through the eyes of game developers, publishers, and consumers. I'm just not sure if this is meant to be for people learning about the history of video games, or for those already familiar with it, looking to reminisce on the early days of gaming. Either way, this is a great and well put together documentary, plus you don't need a subscription. If you want, you can just watch this on YouTube, and you can also watch this documentary on Tubi. Nintendo Quest. This is about a gamer and his buddy going on the quest to assemble the ultimate Nintendo collection, including all 678 official games for the original NES. And get this, they have to find all of these games without buying any online. These guys go to secondhand stores and basements, stocked with tons of games still in mint condition. Some people are even happy to aid them in their quest, while others just get in their way. Along the way, they discuss the history and trivia about the groundbreaking Japanese gaming brand, so we get a history lesson along the way. You can check this documentary out on Tubi. Next up, High Score. High Score features interviews and segments around the creation and development of video games in the 1980s and 1990s. These are intermixed with animated segments rendered in pixel art style similar to video games of that period. The show's intro sequence is also animated in the pixel style and includes numerous references to the past video games. And a cool thing to know, the series is narrated by the guy who is the voice actor for Mario. I only wish the episodes were longer, because this is definitely one that you need to check out. You can watch this documentary on Netflix. My personal favorite, Console Wars. The film is about the 1990s console wars between Nintendo and Sega in the 16-bit era and the rise and fall of Sega in the home console market. Sega, startup gaming company, assembled a team to take on Nintendo, the world's greatest video game company. It was make or break, brother against brother, Sonic against Mario, and American capitalism against Japanese tradition. If you were a gamer in the 80s or 90s, you definitely need to check this documentary out. Even if you wasn't born in gaming during this time period, you need to check this out. This is my favorite documentary so far, and you can watch this documentary on Prime Video. And the last documentary is also the newest documentary, called Playing with Power. It's about telling the full story of Nintendo from 1889 to present. It comes in 5 parts that add up to roughly 5 hours of content. It uses interviews with a variety of game designers and executives, game historians, former Nintendo of America staff, and media personalities to capture all the highs and lows of Nintendo's history. Now, out of all the documentaries on this list, this is the one that I haven't watched yet, and I plan on checking this one out. I'm looking forward to it. You can check this documentary out on Crackle. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.